Hey everybody, I wanted to make some videos about Sketchup and try to cover some basics. So one of the things I wanted to explain to some people, because I made some videos on my Instagram and other things about me using rendering programs, and I know a lot of people have some difficulty adjusting to them. I'm not a super computer savvy person, so I learn everything by trial and error, but there's some things that I wish people would have showed me or explained to me when I first started using this program that would have made it a lot more sense to me. You won't be so frustrated as to why things don't come out right. So let's talk about some basics here. Let's just say you're drawing a line. So I want you guys to look at the fact that you have this blue line over here, red line over here, and this green line over here. So if you guys didn't take any sort of drafting classes, I took drafting in high school, and we need to explain a couple things. So with the horizon line back here, the reason a lot of these rendering programs put in a horizon line is so you can understand where you're at. If you're looking at it like this and you see these lines, this is what's called a three-quarter view. And it's hard to draw something unless you're more advanced in this point of view, because you think you're drawing a line going one way and it's not, and it's really confusing. So one thing to keep in mind as you're drawing with these programs, and this is a super basic thing to do. I use this guy for reference, and it keeps me square a lot of times. Sometimes I don't. But let's just look at these lines again. So let's say you're coming over here and drawing a line. You come over here, you see how it instantly goes to red. And the reason it instantly does that is because the view that we have right now is called a front view. We're not looking down, we're not looking at it from the side, we're looking straight from the front. You got the horizon in the back, so if I come over here and I want to draw another line on here, so it instantly goes to the blue, it's parallel with the blue line, it's going up and down. It's not going from you and away from you, or away from you back to you, or left, right. It goes up and down. Come over here, it almost instantly goes to red, which is left or right. And if you go into the orbit mode and you look at these things, you can tell that those are flat. That's on a flat plane, and it's in line with the blue line, usually, unless you move it around. So the reason this is so important, and the reason I'm trying to make this video to explain some of these basics, is that when you're looking at something, especially in a 3D program, you have three-dimensional views. So you need to understand how to look at the screen to draw what you are thinking about drawing. So if you want to draw something on the ground right here, this is the wrong view to have. You want to move around so that you're looking on the ground. So this is a top view. So if I come over here with line again, I start to draw it, see how it instantly goes to the green line? Well, it's not going to connect to the blue line because now I'm looking down, so everything I am drawing is now on this other plane. And in more advanced CAD programs, that's what it is. It's a plane. So you're picking your plane that you want to draw on, and you can actually adjust those and move them around in 3D space, which is awesome. That's what I like about it. But you notice also you're looking down, and you can do the left or right, and it parallel with the red line. Well, of course, because the red line is part of the flat ground. So if you go back to your orbit and you go to look at these again, you'll notice, obviously this one's way down here. Who knows why? But your basic drawings, that's what you get. So it's real important to make sure that when you look at your drawing that you are in the right view, because it can be completely frustrating to be trying to draw something and realize that you're looking in the wrong view and it doesn't work. So let's just say I wanted to draw a box. So if I wanted to draw a box from this view, I just draw a red line, see it's on the green line again, see it's on the red line again, and it does the snap connect. So these snap connects happen when you get to something that's parallel. Also, if you're rolling around here and it doesn't do that snap, which it almost always does, you can go down to the end that you're trying to be parallel with and hold it there for a second, and this endpoint thing will come up. And then you see how you can go straight up with this. When it gets to straight, it's at that red. You let go, and you can draw a line. So it gives you your box. But again, we're looking at this from the front view. See how it's flat from the front? If we want to draw that box again, and we want to draw it from the ground, I'm going to get rid of this guy over here. We would draw that box while looking at the ground. So once again, we look at this. So just so we can clarify this for this quick video, is this is a front view, this is a side view, this is a top view, and this would be considered a three-quarter view, and I'll make this a little easier to understand. So let's put this box out here. So again, front view, if I want to draw on this plane, it's very advisable to be looking at this plane when you're drawing. This is a side view. If you want to draw on the side view, which you can draw as much on the side view as you want, but you need to be drawing on the side view. So you got a side view here, so you can see it's on the side view. And again, this is a top view, and in the drafting world we call this a 3/4 view. And the reason it's a 3/4 view is because you can see all these different angles. You can see how long it is, you can see how tall it is, you can see the front. So you got your front, side, and top view. These things are very helpful. So when it comes to drawing on SketchUp, this is my #1 thing I try to tell people, is to understand what view you're looking at so that you can draw accordingly. It will keep from driving you crazy, and it's a very simple practice to get into so that you don't drive yourself nuts. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will wrap it up. Have a good day.